St. George was being built, I was still homeless at the time. And I said, that's the building I want to move in. And I seen them do the whole construction, how they gutted it out. And I just come by and look at it and said, I'm moving in that building. When I moved in, I was in the active addiction and the thinking and the actual using, because I deep down really wanted to change, but I didn't really know how I was gonna change. I knew it was a program where the trust could help you at, but I wanted to help, but I didn't want to help. I was in pain, so I still wanted to party. I met my wife, Diane, through the Salvation Army. At the time, we were both in the program. We started off as kind of like friends. Actually, me being a shy guy, but eventually we did fall in love, and we did start caring about each other. So things were kind of like going on the right track. But as I stated, we were both in recovery, but now that I look at it, I wasn't deep enough into my recovery. Man, you had something great. So that was the most positive thing I had right there. But I didn't see it then due to my addictive type of thinking, really, then, and I look back on it now. But I didn't really see it as such because my head was too much in the clouds. When she passed away, that's when the turning point. Sequences of events got real bad for me because I knew that she would have seemed like would always come back home. I was expecting to see her again at that time, alive that is, and that didn't happen. And when that didn't happen, I think I buried that part deep inside of me, like, man, I wish I had another chance. But like I was saying, you had chances, plenty of chances. But I'm just coming to that realization. It was the way I took that path, so, and I found myself on the road, better known as Skid Row, better known as I like to call Smoker's Paradise. And that's not in good terms. I mean, pretty much just smoking your life away, wishing it could be different, but you ain't doing nothing different to make it different. Huh. I moved into my place 2004. I didn't really get it together until really start seeing that I'm having a problem. It's 2008 because I was still buried in a lot of guilt, a lot of shame. But thank God for the trust. When you come into those type of programs, or actually it's just normal living situation, I came in and I got my place. And eventually, that's how my life started getting better, because you needed to have a place to stay. What we're doing here today is something I'm doing by the grace of God, making this an annual event to come to the grave site of Diane. Now see, Diane always wanted me to get a year when she was alive on this side. But in my addiction, in Tony's addiction, I could not even come up with a year. So I was able to put a 6-month chip on the grave site. And that's when my spirituality started getting strong. That's when I started moving into the spirit of recovery. I was able to get a year. And that's all Diane wanted from me, was just 1 year. She said, Tony, can't you just leave that stuff alone? Can you just get a year? And Lord and behold, I was able to get a year. And so I'm here today, putting the 2nd year on the gravesite. And that is all done because God says I can and I will do this. Not of Tony's will, but by the will of God. By getting these certificates, I've seen the progression of my life moving in a forward direction. That means that I get a life, because I had no life really before. And by going forward, that means I'm able to stay in contact with my family, stay in contact with my friends. And so by these certificates of achievement, all is really showing me the progression of my life going forward. I really want to change my life, but but it's going to take some work on Tony. Just like the building was being built, when I seen it being built, the structure has to start from the inside. Just like the spiritual man has to be built from the inside.